I'm BTS CEO David Tone, and welcome to the annual BTS Mixology session. In the spirit of the holidays, we're going to show you how to create George Washington's famous eggnog recipe, a concoction so powerful that a version of it started a riot in West Point featuring gunshots, lawless fighting, and drunken destruction that annihilated the barracks. But let's back up. What makes George Washington's take on this medievally popular drink so unique? Well, frankly, lethal amounts of alcohol. Let's read it, shall we? What are the ingredients? 1 quart of cream, 1 quart of milk, 1 dozen tablespoons of sugar, 1 pint of brandy, 1/2 pint of rye whiskey, 1/2 pint of Jamaica rum, and 1/4 pint of sherry. Oy vey, that's a lot of spirits. Today we have most of the liquors as close to the kind as Washington would have imbibed. In fact, we quite literally went to Mount Vernon and purchased these bottles crafted using the authentic methods and processes that Washington himself would have used. But we're not going to use them because these cost $450 a bottle, and Dan didn't give us that kind of budget for this video. So we're going to meet their substitutes: the brandy, the rye whiskey, the Jamaican rum, and the sherry. So now that we have our ingredients, let's follow Old George's recipe to the letter and see what happens. Then we'll get back to that riot story. Mix the liquor first. Let's go out. There we go. We have to separate in 12 whites of 12 eggs. We're supposed to beat the yolks. We're going to add 12 tablespoons of sugar to the yolks. 1 quart of cream, 1 quart of milk. Oh, that's looking good. Let's beat this in slowly. This gets poured in to the liquor. And if I recall, I'm supposed to taste frequently. So let's do it. Taste it. Smooth. All right, we're beating the whites of the eggs until stiff and folded in the mixture. Nothing says eggnog like salmonella. So let's go ahead and set this in the fridge for a few days, and we'll see how we're doing. That's strong, but tasty. Now back to that riot story we were talking about. Turns out that Washington's recipe was known, at least amongst the military community back then. About 30 years after Washington's passing, a group of cadets brewed up their own version of our first president's powerful punch on West Point's very dry campus. At about 4 in the morning, some loud reveling became drunken fighting, which then ended up with gunshots, wanton destruction, violence, and the eventual expulsion and punishment of 19 cadets, with over 70 involved in the ruckus. And yes, that was on the Christmas Eve, the night of peace. Well, George, thank you so much for the gift of good cheer and a completely non-productive rest of the day for the BTS crew. For those of you following along, don't forget to make your eggnog mobile and sneak it into your powder horn right here. That way you can have it with you when you go into your next Zoom meeting. From all of us at BTS, cheers, and we hope you and your family have the very happiest of holidays. Oh, you're still here. Thirsty for more? Well, it is the holidays. It's not like anybody around here is doing anything productive right now. So here's a bonus for you. If you're concerned about storing your wicked strong eggnog in your powder horn, then keep your powder dry. And instead, pour it right into this tactical clip flask. No one will know the difference. Just be sure you know the difference before you head out. Cheers.